Hi, this is Kenya Douglas. This week we had to do a speech. It's about a speech, and my speech I'm doing is about Tiger Woods, apology speech because he had cheated on his wife. Here goes. The speech was given by Tiger Woods on February 19, 2010. His apology speech for having a bad affair while being married. Many of you in the room are my friends. Many of you in the room know me. Many of you in the room have cheered for me, or walked with me, or supported me, and not every one of you has good reasons to be critical of me. I want to say to each of you, simply and directly, I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in. I know people want to find out how I could be so selfish and so foolish. People want to know how I could have done the things to my wife Ellen and to my children, and why I have always tried to be a private person. There's something I want to say. Ellen and I have started the process of discussing the damage caused by my behavior, and she pointed out to me my real apology to her would not come in the form of words. It had to come from my behavior over time. We have a lot to discuss. However, what we say to each other will remain between the two of us. I'm also aware of the pain my behavior has caused to those who supported me. I have let you down. I have my fans down. For many of you, especially my friends, my behavior has been personally disappointing. To those who work for me, I have let you down also, personally and professionally. My behavior has caused considerable worries to my business partners, to everyone involved in my foundation, including my staff, my board of direction, my sponsors, and most important, the young students who supported me and who reached out to me. Our work is more important than ever. 13 years ago, my dad and I envisioned helping young people achieve their dreams through education. This work remains unchanged and will continue to grow from the Learning Center students of Southern California to the Earl Woods Scholars in Washington, D.C. Millions of kids have changed their lives and decided to dedicate themselves and ensure to make sure they continue to do their dreams. But still, I know I have severely disappointed all of you. I have made you question who I am and who I have done and the things I did. I am embarrassed that I have put you in this position. For all that I have done, I am sorry. I have a lot to attain for. But that is one issue I really want to discuss. Some people have speculated that Ellen somehow hurt or attacked me on Thanksgiving night. It angers me that people will fabricate a story like that. She never hit me that night or any other night. There has never been an episode of domestic violence in our match ever. Ellen has shown enormous grace and poise through the ordeal. Ellen deserves praise, not blame. The issue involved here was my repeated irresponsible behavior. I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated. And what I did is not acceptable. And I'm the only person to blame. I stopped by living the core values that I was taught to believe in. I know my action was wrong. I convinced myself that normal rules didn't apply. I thought about who I was hurting. Instead, I thought about myself. I ran straight through the boundaries that a married couple should live by. I thought I could get away with whatever I wanted to. I felt that I had to work my entire life and deserve to enjoy the temptations around me. I felt I was entitled thanks to the money and the fame. I didn't have far. I didn't have to go far to find them. I was wrong. I was foolish. I don't get to play by different rules. The same boundaries that apply to everyone apply to me. I bought this shame myself. I hurt my wife, my kids, my mother, my wife's kids, my wife's family, my friends, my foundation, and all the kids in the world who admitted to me. I had a lot of time to think about what I've done. My failures have made me look at myself in a way I never wanted to before. It's now time for me to make amends and start and by never repeating the mistake I have made. It is up to me to start living a life of integrity. I once heard and believe it is true. It's not what you achieve in life that matters. It is what you overcome in life. That's what matters. Achievement on the golf course are only part of setting an example. Character and dignity are really what's counting in these days. Parents use these points to me as a role model for the kids. I owe all these families a special apology. I want to say to them that I'm truly sorry. It is hard to admit that I need help, but I do. For 45 days, from the end of December to early February, I was in patient therapy, receiving guidance from issues I'm facing. I have a long way to go, but I've taken my first steps in the right direction. As I proceed, I understand people have questions. I understand the press wants to know, to ask for the details of the times I was unfaithful. I understand people want to know whatever Ellen and I will remain together. Please know that as far as I'm concerned, every one of these questions and answer is a matter between me and Ellen. These are issues between a husband and a wife and not the community or the state. Some people have made up things that never happened. They said I use performance enhancing drugs. This is completely and utterly false, not true. Some have written things about my family despite the damage I have done. I still believe it is right to shield my family from the public spotlight. They did not do these things. I did. I have always tried to maintain a private space for my wife and my kids. They have been kept separated from the sponsors, my commercial endorsements. When my children were born, we only released photographs so that they paparazzi could not chase them. However, my behavior doesn't make it right for the media to follow my 2.5-year-old daughter to school and report the school location. They stalked my wife and pursued my mom. Whatever my wrongdoings for the sake of the family, please leave my wife and my kids alone. I recognize I have bought this on myself, and I know above all I am the one who needs to change. I owe my family to become a better person. I owe it to those closer to me, and become a better man. That is where I'm focused. That's where my focus would be at. I have a lot of work to do, and I intend to dedicate myself to doing it. Part of following this path for me is Buddhism, what my mother taught me. I actually practiced my faith from childhood until I drifted away from it recent years ago. She teaches me craving for things outside ourselves causes an unhappy and pointless search for security. It teaches me to stop following every impulse and learn restraint. Obviously, I lost track of what it was. As I move forward, I will continue to receive help because I've learned that is how people really do change starting tomorrow. I will leave for treatment and more therapy. I would like to thank my friends who believed in me, who I played with through the week and stuff. But it also means relying on each other for help. I learned to seek support from my peers in therapy. I hope someday to return that support to others who are seeking high support of me and trying to help me. I do plan to return to golf one day. Just don't know when or what day. But I don't rule out that it will be this year. When I do return, I need to make my behavior respectful of the game. In recent weeks, I have received many thousand emails, letters, phone calls from people expressing good wishes. To everyone who has reached out to me and to my family, I thank you for your encouragement. It means words to me and Ellen. I want to thank PGA Tour, Commissioner Tim, and the players for the patience and understanding while I work on my private life. I look forward to seeing you fellow players on the course again. And finally, there are many people in this room and there are many people at home who believed in me today. I want to ask you for help, and I ask you to find room in your hearts to one day believe in me again. Thank you.